Hi, it's Dr. Linda Papadopoulos here, psychologist and ambassador at Internet Matters. Today I wanted to speak about something that clearly concerns a lot of parents. How do you maintain an overall sense of well-being for your kids with everything that's going on with the COVID crisis? Well, I think the first thing to remember is that kids feed off of our reactions, so modeling appropriate behavior, right? Whether that means staying calm, staying positive, eating well, moving well, all of these things are going to be key. The second thing I think is really important to answer children's questions. I think there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, not just for us as adults, but for kids. And I think because kids in many ways, when they don't have enough information, will try and make sense of things, oftentimes in terms of themselves, it's important to give them the right kind of information and be as clear as possible. And what that means is kind of explaining in sort of child appropriate ways what's happening and what they can do. And I think this brings me to my third point. There's so much uncertainty, so being able to provide a sense of what's useful to worry about and what's useful not to. So if they're worried about what will happen and if people are working on it and what's going to happen next, I think kind of explaining that there's a lot of medics working on this, researchers, and that's not something they have to worry about. But what they can kind of control, instead of worrying about control, are things like keeping themselves healthy, like washing their hands, like eating well, like keeping up with routines. And I think that sense of separating, what you can and can't control is key. I think also it's really important to ensure that you get as much of a routine in for kids as possible. I think this is true not just in terms of sort of kind of maintaining healthy behaviors, but again, sort of from an emotional point of view, we know that routine is really important. So whether that means waking up at the same time, eating, having classes, all of these things are really important. Finally, and really importantly, keep an eye on any changes in kids' behavior. Sometimes they can't articulate that they're stressed, but it'll manifest in different ways. They'll be agitated, they might change their eating habits, they might feel angry. So having that open discussion where you can kind of go back and forth, and speak about what's concerning them and contain them is going to be key.